Makes you wonder how something like this can happen. How does anyone get all the way to 28 license suspensions and revocations and still wind up behind the wheel? So I decided to find out. Law enforcement officials tell me Zachary Jordan racked up all those suspensions and revocations after 11 different traffic stops, which means he got several suspensions and revocations each time. So why wasn't he arrested sooner? In New York State, it doesn't matter how many suspensions you have. It matters how many times you've been pulled over. And you can't be charged with a felony until the cops have nabbed you 10 times. Even in Zachary Jordan's case, you can still get out. He's already been released on bail. I spent the day trying to find out how repeat offenders get the chance to keep offending. You drive your car, you obey the rules of the road. If you don't, you'll be pulled over. Keep it up, you could lose your license. Apparently, for plenty of people, that's not a big deal.
I don't know the amount of individuals that we've arrested for aggravated unlicensed operation in the city, but it's not uncommon to see 3 or 4 or 5 arrests a day for it.
5 arrests per day, according to Schenectady Police Information Officer Lieutenant Mark McCracken. Some suspensions are pretty benign, minor traffic infractions with fines that have gone unpaid. Others are more serious, including alcohol-related suspensions. But rarely do suspensions of any kind pile up like they did for Zachary Jordan. 28 suspensions and revocations, and he's just 20 years old, displaying what appears to be a blatant disregard for the law.
I'm not sure how you're going to prevent an individual from getting behind the wheel of a car.
Anytime we hear about repeat offenders on the roadways, the cry goes up for stricter penalties. There are even those who say throw the bums in jail. But with multiple stops happening every day for things like unlicensed operation, is it realistic? Is that realistic to say just put these people behind bars?
Probably not. If I pull you over for failure to signal and it turns out that your license is suspended, yes, obviously you did something, you failed to answer a fine or something like that. Do I think incarceration is necessary for first, second, or third offense? I don't know. Ultimately, there's a judge that makes that decision, and they're much wiser than I.
As I mentioned earlier, Zachary Jordan posted his $7,500 bail and was released from Schenectady County Jail today. I also called members of the Senate Transportation Committee to see what they thought about someone with nearly 30 suspensions and revocations still out there driving. The chairman of the committee, Senator Charles Fuschillo, and Vice Chair Senator Joseph Roback failed to get back to me with their thoughts by 5 o'clock. Schenectady County DA Bob Carney told me it would probably make sense to lower the number of traffic stops it takes for suspensions to rise to a felony level from 10 to something more like 5.